So yeah, speaking of toxicity, you were mentioning how our guts and our stomachs and our basically our bodies, which you call the DNA skin suit technology, how it's been affected, how this technology that we are living in has been affected. I mean, when we have a human that is calibrated to its fullest potential without a bunch of injections in it, without disalignments in the skeletal and muscular structure, without belief systems that are actually keeping them prisoners of their own mind through worry and fear and shame, blame, guilt, self-judgment, judgment on others. When we have a human being that is being somehow brought up in a better way, or has been able to detox themselves of this, and that is absolutely possible. I know that you've talked about this before, and we'll talk about it again in a second, but what is the true potential of human? What is the true potential of our DNA technology skin suit? I mean, we hear of these people doing remote view, Ed Dames, the kill shot. I mean, hundreds and thousands of people are remote viewing. Hundreds and thousands of people are now animal communicators or ghost hunters. What do you see in the records of our technology that is our skin suit? What have you read? What do you see? What is our full potential?
Our full potential is at a scale so greater than we have ever become to imagine. Remote viewing is just but one tiny little sample. People have asked me for many years now, how is it that I do what I do? And my answer to them, there's a part of me in the past, a part of me in the future, a part of me in the North Pole, and a part of me in the South Pole. I have acknowledged that I'm a multidimensional, multifunctional, photonic being of light that does not have to agree to time. Toxicity is how you are disconnected from no time and allowing yourself to live in the environment where we all share the dirty energy underwear. Toxicity is the level of coercion and corruption the system of domination and control has over you, even at birth, through a system called ancestral karma that you incarnated or reincarnated with. Toxicity is debt. Debt that was created by other generations of other times who are not the I am presence of now. We need not take on the debt. So when people are looking for this new vein of hope, this new ray of truth, it comes inside. And for the true human potential to be understood, we must conquer our own spiritual toxicity, our own physical toxicity, our own social toxicity, and our technological toxicity. I use those words for a very specific reason. When you bring all of those into a relative balance, meaning you have enough outside and inside time, enough social time, enough all of the balanced times, and all the different levels of reality you have to express, that is how you are existing as a multifunctional, multidimensional being in this layer of timed reality. Your next layer is, how do you do that in an untimed reality? Everyone out there has had a process where they had to have 6 or 7 hours of work that needed to get done, and somehow they got it done in 2. That is how we can warp the reality around us. How people have had to get to work 20 minutes in a 40-minute drive, and they make it there with 1 minute to spare. We shape and manifest our reality at all times. That is the true human potential. When the humans get past shame, blame, and guilt, they get to a level of heart connection where they can hear truth from other voices and have a knowingness that they are greater than those that came before them. That is the true human potential. Our skin suits have skill sets such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, telekinesis, aerokinesis, pyrokinesis, and 1,000 others yet to even be described. Ghosts are real. Aliens are real. Everything is real because we have manifested it in this time over millions of years of history. Things from the most ancient parts of our history, long forgotten by our race memories, are being brought back to us by these odd propagandas and appearance of UFOs, and things that make us wonder, what else is out there?
That reminds me, when you're talking about the toxicity, what the Bible says, the sins of the fathers pass to the sons. That sounds a lot like what they say in India with karma. And you were talking about spiritual debt. Would you say that all of these sayings basically speak about the same thing?
Yes, they all speak of the same thing, as how physical debt, dollars, cents, joy, love, hate, all of that stuff transits to how the body passes over and goes into its astral world before it decides to come back and live here. It transits out of the real into the other real, and it chooses to take a debt with it, a debt that it may want to fix the next lifetime in awareness or unawareness. And that is the challenge that everyone on our world is going through now. How much of your past life memories are making it from your light body into your physical incarnate body? And what do you have to do this lifetime? What disciplines do you have to practice? What martial arts do you have to understand to get yourself once again heart-centered, connected into the land that you live on, acknowledging that you have ancestors that live outside of time, that you can co-function in both worlds simultaneously? And the discipline of living a life like that is your inherent legacy. For there is where all of those psychic abilities and powers await, at an unimaginable level of power and usage. And it just requires us to detoxify our minds of the belief systems that are limiting, that create fear, to allow the ignorant, intolerant people who run our world to be told, no, you cannot do it anymore. For we are not God-fearing. We are individual, manifesting, co-creating beings of light. We do not have to fight. We do not have to go to war. We do not have to give the choices that the system tells us to choose out of adrenal gland fight or flight response.